Just want to talk about some drills that we do here at APSI with our athletes to develop the ability to accelerate. And I think it's a really misunderstood thing in sports, especially youth sports, is when we accelerate in the way that we run is we want to be on a really aggressive forward lean. Too many people when they run, they stand really upright and they overstride and they reach their foot in front of their body. When you want to gain speed and accelerate, you want to push behind your body. So in order to do that, we start with some really simple drills. Usually we'll start with a wall drill against a wall. So our first acceleration drill we're going to work on is a wall drill. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the wall to lean against. So I put the athlete's body on an angle, that angle that we're trying to replicate when they accelerate. So I'm going to use the wall for balance. My body's on an angle. Knee is going to drive forward just like when I would sprint. I'm going to push down into the ground, emphasizing that only the ball of my foot hits the floor. Notice when I push in the ground, it makes my hips rise up. I'm trying to apply force and power into the ground when I run. All right, so in the second progression on the wall drill, once we get the idea of driving into the ground and driving my hips up, we're going to do a hip switch. So they're going to start with one foot already up. I want my knee driving forward, my heel to be recovering up to my hamstring. We're just going to switch. Notice when I do that, my body stays straight. I'm not flexing forward, sticking my butt out, and I'm not walking closer to the wall. I'm keeping that angle when I switch my hips. Second progression on the acceleration drills. Start kneeling, one knee down, so a half kneeling position. What I want to emphasize here is that my front leg is going to be tucked back. So I'm in that same position I was at on the wall, where my heel is coming to my hamstring. I want a deep angle in my ankle joint. I want a deep angle in my knee joint and a deep angle in my hip joint. It's like taking a spring and compressing it. When I release that spring, it's going to explode forward. So that's the position I want to be in. My left knee is in front, my right hand is going to start forward. Slow motion here, I'm going to drive and extend, push my body mass forward. So I'm going to get tucked, nice and low. All right, so we did a straight ahead start, half kneeling. Now we're going to do a kneeling side start. So the idea is the same. I want to put myself in a position where I'm emphasizing pushing back and I'm accelerating my mass in this direction. So when I start, I don't want to be kneeling straight up like this. I want this leg to be angled back and tucked in. So again, I have that steep angle in all of my joints. So my leg is compressed like a spring. So my foot is angled back this way. My shin's on an angle, going to push me in the direction that I'm going to go. This arm is cocked back, slow motion. My first step is going to drive, turn my hips, and I'm going to punch my left arm forward, and that's going to get my hips and my shoulders facing the direction I want to sprint. Tucked in. Next really good acceleration drill we're going to talk about. We're going to do straight ahead sprints here with the sled. Again, what we're working on here with the sled is that in order to push the sled, I have to have an aggressive forward lean. That's the posture I want to be in to accelerate. So if I was to stand up straight like this, I'm not really going to be able to push the sled. So my feet need to be far back from the sled. I'm going to be in the same position I was in on my wall drill. I'm going to emphasize driving my knees forward and pushing the ground behind my hips to propel my mass forward. So that's the advantage of the sled, is I have to be on that aggressive angle to drive. It's going to look something like this. So next drill we're going to do here, we're going to do crossovers using the sled. So this is a great drill again, getting people to move sideways, move laterally, and cross in front of their body. So we're really looking at building strength and explosiveness and power. Our hip adductors, our groins, and our hip flexors. Those are common places of injuries because people mostly only run straight ahead. They don't change directions, they don't cut, they don't cross over, they don't go sideways. So here it is, nice forward aggressive lean into the weight of the sled. I'm just going to cross in front and push, driving my arms. Okay, so exercise we're going to work on now, we're going to do sled rows. Sled rows are a really great exercise because it emphasizes a whole posterior chain of the entire backside of our body, the backs of our legs, backs of our hips, our lower back, and the backs of our shoulders. This is often where people are the weakest because we sit down a lot, we use electronics a lot, we read a lot. People don't really have the strength on the back side of their body. So it's going to be a combination of driving with my legs and pull it. So in slow motion, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna keep my back straight, I'm gonna squat down, extend with my legs, and pull the handle. I wanna do it fast and forcefully so the sled is gonna slide forward.